If you want to show your friends Star Citizen, this is the video to do it with. I'm using a female character for testing purposes. So this was a surprise right here. I actually got stopped by the cops on my way to pick up drugs. Good luck, right?
Attention, I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please halt and stand by. All right, everything checks out. Feel free to go.
Enemy down. Enemy down.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Critical. Enemy down. Enemy down. Weapons system.
Going forward, I have the in-game audio off, and I'm going to try to change the tempo of the videos a little bit. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe so you see my videos as soon as they become available. And hit that notification bell. Slap, slap! If you haven't purchased the game or made an account, use the link in the description. So this video is pretty much going to showcase different things you can do in Star Citizen right now. You can have parties up to 50. Right now it's just me and my friend. We're going to get into a Sentinel and do some missions. Now if you guys are looking for an organization or want to join me, check the description. He's driving, I'm going to operate the turret. So if you notice that guy sitting still, it was because those turrets are disruptors. They basically drain all of the power. Now we're headed to Hurston for a bunker. These are FPS missions.
Quantum travel complete.
This bunker had turrets, so we had to destroy those first. Now we can land and go inside.
Landing complete.
I'm just checking the LZ. Now we're going to clear the bunker and be careful not to shoot each other because there's always friendly fire. I almost got wasted. This weapon's only single fire. I saw someone running up here, so I told him to shoot them. He got him. We're done the mission. It splits the money, but we still have to clear the LZ and get back into the ship. Seems clear, and we didn't hear any ships, so we should be good. Now we swapped over to bounty hunting, so we're looking for a wanted target. This is the Sentinel's EMP. For some reason we didn't hear the EMP, but it went off, and that's why this ship is sitting still. We went right through that guy. just got pulled out of quantum travel by a pirate. If you guys want to do this, you need a mantis. Now we started hunting players, but all the players started hiding and staying inside the armistice zones. I'm just navigating my menu looking for other bounties and other people we can hunt. This guy just stayed there, so I switched to another player. This player is at Korea trying to clear their crime status, so we're gonna go try to interrupt that.
Engines too hot. Alert. Front crash close. Engines too hot. Target friendly.
For some reason his ship was red, but registering as friendly. I went after his ship so that he couldn't escape, but I'm not going to kill a friendly ship and give myself a crime status. I'll just go inside and kill him. When I enter Korea, I go totally red. I basically shoot anything that I see, so it gets me in trouble all the time. So now I'm a criminal. So that first guy I shot was actually a bounty hunter, and he got him before I did. There was a little action at Korea, but we ended up moving on. I forget what was happening at the Kamaray, but I had to get over there, so that's where I'm going now.
Landing gear retracted. Quantum travel initiated. Shield under fire. Shields.
We stalked players for a little while, but they would always log out right before we killed them, so we just disbanded. I know a lot of people plan to run cargo, so I wanted to run some cargo, see how much money I could make, and show you guys.
Your ship has been delivered to the following
I'm not
landing pad.
maximizing profits, I'm just having fun. Since the cat is huge, you get a hangar. You have to travel to the cockpit. Through engineering. Up the stairway. Once you're in the central hallway, you head to the command center. So we did our flight ready. Now we're requesting permission to leave. And we'll wait for the doors to open and take off. The level of fidelity in this game is just superb. We're gonna raise the landing gear and take off. So I'm heading over to Hurston. I'm gonna see what I can buy.
Contact.
And then we get pulled out of warp by a pirate.
Shield is hit.
Capital shield, so we're fine.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Target is destroyed. Quantum drive is now on.
Planetech V4 is amazing. Looks like we're entering Lorville at nighttime.
Quantum drive is now off.
We'll request permission to land. Bringing it nice and easy. If you like to auto land, let me know why in the comments. To me, I just think it takes away some of the immersion. I try to remember to check and make sure that no one's getting on my ship when I get off. Sometimes you get that feeling of, oh, this place is safe, and then someone's on your ship.
Now arriving. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Now we get to ride the train. So this train takes us to a few different places. We're going to the Central Business District.
Next stop, Central Station. Now arriving, Central Station. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Eventually, all these screens and readouts will show real-time information. The market, the ship, or whatever it's supposed to display. So I'm going to risk it all for the maximum return and use all of my money. 40,765 UEC. Keep that in mind.
Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
So we're going to head back to the spaceport, get our ship, and head back to Port Alistair.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Right now, we don't have consistent notification of where the ship is, so you have to really remember where your hangar or pad is, or you'll be searching. You can go into your cargo hold and check how much cargo you actually have aboard. This is the scrap we just purchased. K will open up every door on your ship. It will also close them. Let's request permission to leave and head out. The structure in the sky above the TISA spaceport sign on the right is the space station that we based our tutorial character on. Right now we're headed to Port Allister.
Quantum drive is now off.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
So we're gonna land at Allister and sell our cargo. Let's see how much we made. I have no idea why there's 2 dead people on the landing pad. We're gonna use the airlock to cross from space to atmosphere. So we're selling for $55,862. That gives us a profit of $15,097. This was a little less than half of the capacity of the CAT. So while we're here, we'll get some grenades and some weapons, some med pins, and then we'll
Good purchase.
cargo with the rest.
Smart buy.
They didn't have enough medical supplies here, so we didn't take medical supplies. We just went with the agricultural supplies. So we ended up taking 53,806.
Your flares are online.
So at Allister, all we have to do is take off.
Launch complete. Quantum drive is now off.
So I heard a ship here. I was like, what is that ship? It sounds like it's right behind me. And lo and behold, the damn cops. So just slow down to a halt so they can scan you. This is a violation of my rights, but I'm just gonna comply so I don't have to deal with any BS.
Seems like you've got fines that you still need to pay. No time like the present to take care of that.
This is where the game blended with reality for me. I was like, I don't remember getting a fine. I don't have any fines. What are you talking about? So if they tell you to pay your fines, they're not holding you anymore. You can just continue and pay your fines at a kiosk.
Next stop, Central Station.
I actually ride the train like this in real life.
Now arriving, Central Station. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
So we're gonna head back to the exchange area and sell our cargo. So the cargo is gonna sell for $64,538 or UEC. That gives us a profit of 10,732 UEC. So there and back is 40 grand. And keep in mind the cargo hold is not full. Sometimes the cargo doesn't remove properly and you have to sell it twice and then it removes it from the list. I was actually about to fill up my cargo hold, then I remembered, oh, I have fines and I need fuel, so I'll just get around 50,000 and save a little bit to pay the fines and get some more fuel. So we ended up with 50,231.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
I made perfect time on this train.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Next stop, Tisa Spaceport. Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block
A good way to create emergent gameplay is to flash your lights at other people. It seems like sometimes they see that and they start flashing back and then you'll go on an adventure. So I have vehicular collision and a parking violation. I'm trying to remember like what happened. So I was searching through my footage and I figured out what happened. I actually got the collision from trying to land on an 890 jump. I guess I'll show you guys that story. I was actually stranded on HUR L4. L3 is the same way. You can get stranded on these stations and someone actually came and picked me up. So this guy, Sons Tuya, picked me up and we actually ended up going on a major adventure. So I dropped into his ship and broke my legs. Now this part was smart. He actually had me fly instead of him flying, because with me flying, he knows where I'm at and I can't just shoot him once we leave Armistice. So to get unstuck from the station, we have to land on another. So we're gonna go to any station that's nearby and land.
Radar contact.
So here I just told him I'm gonna take it to the nearest station and he's just like, take it wherever. This ship is the Constellation Andromeda. You can actually run this with 5 or more players.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So now I'm officially unstuck. Fantastic. I thank him and I go on my way. See ya, Sons. Thanks a lot for the ride. I appreciate it. As you can see, this ship is actually huge. This isn't even half the size of the biggest ship.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
So at this point I got a fighter to go do FPS bunker missions. Now when I was landing here in his constellation, I noticed that 890 jump. That 890 jump right there. So this is actually the source of the vehicular collision. This is it right here. So I'm actually trying to figure out if someone's on board and whether or not I can dock on the 890 jump and go do some missions with the player. See what we can get. So this actually lowers into the hangar and it closes at the top. So I can actually dock this ship into the 890 jump. And there you go, vehicular collision. So I'll return to that story in a second. Let's finish this cargo run. So if you're going to run cargo, one thing you want to do is either use a tool, a spreadsheet that tells you what's valuable and what you can sell where, or start plotting courses to different places and making your own chart. So if you guys remember, we didn't fill the cargo hold because we needed money for fuel and fines.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
So now we're getting fuel, and it takes a while in a cat because it's so big.
Hydrogen fuel is at 100%.
Now we're going to get our quantum fuel. We're going to request takeoff and get out of here. Now we're headed to Levski, which is a station situated on Delamar.
Well, looky there. Happy returns, friend.
How you doing, friend? Can you hook me up with a hanger?
You're coming up.
You'll have diplomacy or standings with everyone, so it'll determine whether or not people like you, whether or not stations like you, whether or not alien races like you. It's going to be pretty in-depth.
Welcome.
Shield system offline.
We're actually going to make a pit stop and head to the ship shop. I didn't plan that rhyme, okay? I don't think you'll need to buy any of these land vehicles with cash. I think you should actually just buy them in game. They're so inexpensive. So now we have some things to look forward to. We know the prices of some ships. Let's go continue making some money. We sold our scrap for 68,834. That makes this run's profit 18,603. There was actually quite a few things to buy at Levski. I ended up buying quartz, so we'll just see how that does on this run. We can actually fill the cargo hold on this run, and it's going to cost 73,917 UEC.
I know you just landed, but I kinda need to clear the area to make room for other customers. Sorry.
Having your ship stored while you're doing cargo or moving cargo or shifting cargo is actually good. This way, no one can take the ship or do anything crazy to blow the ship up while you're doing your transactions. So now we're going to head into the Grand Barter and purchase some weapons and guns. Pretty soon there's going to be load and unload time on cargo, so we're going to have to kill time between loads. You can shop, get something to eat, maybe play a mini game. Now we have better armor, we're fully restocked, and we have a high-powered Coda pistol. So there was a mission to find a missing client in Hurston, so I figured I'm going to Hurston anyway. I'll drop off the cargo and go find this guy. Let's drop this cargo off, switch ships, and head to go find this guy in this cave.
Now arriving, Central Station. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
I don't know, riding the train never gets old to me. So the quartz actually sold for $87,420. That makes our profit $13,503
Now
UEC.
arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Security reserves the right to search travelers.
Let's swap
at any
ships and
time.
head to this cave. So now we're in a stealth fighter. Since we're going to be flying in atmosphere, we need a good agile plane.
Quantum travel initiated.
So when I arrived, there was a Mustang Alpha already here. So I fired a few warning shots and I talked in chat to see if he was coming out. So I'm going to do one more scan before I land to see if anyone's nearby.
Landing gear retracted.
I checked out his ship. There was no one inside, so he's definitely either dead or in the cave.
Proximity alert. Deck.
You should always be cautious, but since there was or is a player here, we're going to take it easy. So I'm just taking my time, clearing as I go. I don't know what's in here. This is also my first time in a cave, so I'm expecting just like a few levels down and that's it. No, this cave was huge. It had nooks and crannies and crawl spaces and little holes. It was not what I expected. The cave also had these little noises where it sounded like it was a player or it could be rocks falling. Then it opened into this huge area, and I'm like, okay, this must be it. This is where he's at. Wrong. Remember that multi-tool we purchased near the beginning of the tutorial series? And we purchased the cutter attachment and the mining attachment? This is what we need it for. So you have to fluctuate the power in the green, like up and down, and it's a little tricky, but you'll get the hang of it after a few tries. So why did I take damage here? I actually fluctuated. I was like right in the middle, and it blew up and still hit my head. So at this point, I'm like 150 meters down, and I've been here for like an hour. I don't know where this guy is. Then I found a crawl space. By this time, I've become a parkour cave pro. You really need light to see down here, and the chem lights, if you left a trail, it would help you get out safely. Right here, I'm just trying to get down without breaking my legs. After an hour and a half, I finally found him. He was dead, but I found him. Now I just need to get out, and I didn't leave any chemtrail. I actually can't wait to start doing a lot of this stuff with you guys. So if you're thinking about joining an organization or purchasing a game, check the description. I was so happy to see my ship. I'd been in there so long that it was nighttime. And I noticed that Mustang is gone, so the pilot must have gotten out and left.
Flare ready.
The caves are huge. I never heard or saw the guy.
Quantum trap.
I'm gonna go redock on the space station I like to dock on above Hurston.
Landing gear deployed. Shields offline.
By this time I was actually exhausted, like IRL exhausted, so I took a break and I came back a little later. So I guess I can finish my story about my adventure with Sons.
Launch complete.
So the idea was for me and Sons Tuya to actually go and do some bunker missions. We were going to take his Constellation, go get a Ursa rover or a Tumbler. We were going to park the vehicle somewhere safe and then drive over to the bunkers. We didn't end up doing that, but we still had fun. So now I'm going to park my one-person ship and we're going to take his multi-crew ship. He sent me a party invite, I accepted, and if everything works properly, we can tell where everyone is that's in the party.
Landing gear deployed. Proximity alert. Head. Proximity.
Thought he was gonna hit me right here. He came in so fast. So this time I'm actually gonna take the airlock on the side, which won't break my legs. Once I enter the ship, he'll shut and lock all the doors. He actually likes using the turret, so he wanted me to fly the ship. Isn't this cute? We sat down in sync. So now I'm going to find a mission and then share it out. This way he'll get half of the profit. After I accept it, I'll wait a second and then hit share. So the bunker was actually on the other side of the planet, so we're doing a night mission. We're gonna do a few quick scans to see if anyone's in the area. We got lucky, this bunker doesn't have any turrets.
Landing gear deployed.
I think it's best to leave the ship's power and engines on. The hidden keyword is third. As I'm clearing, I'm trying to make sure I don't shoot him. Easy money. We actually left the lift down, which is a no-no, so now we have to clear the ship. He's going to clear the front, I'm going to clear the rear. You might be saying, why is he checking the bathroom? There's not going to be anybody in the bathroom. I'm telling you, I've been the guy hiding in the bathroom.
Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy.
So the guy I met, Sons Tuya, who I'm with right now, he loves doing claims jumpers missions. And if you have the right pilot and ship, they're fast and easy.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Weapons. Enemy down.
So the goal of these missions is to stop these miners from setting up illegal claims on these asteroid fields.
Weapons system critical. Enemy down. Radar contact.
They bring their prospectors out and they set up 9 sentries and try to claim and take all the minerals for themselves.
Enemy down. Weapons system critical. Enemy down. Weapons system critical. Enemy down. Weapons system. Weapons system. Weapons system critical. Enemy down.
So we actually need to upgrade this constellation. It doesn't have good coolers, so the guns are always overheating.
Weapons system critical. Enemy down. Starboard shields damaged. Rear shields damaged.
This guy didn't expect us to shoot with almost all the guns on the constellation.
Enemy down.
So this brings us to the end. If you guys are looking at Star Citizen, looking at getting the game, make sure you check the description. Use that bonus UEC code. If you're looking for an organization, I'm starting one. Check the description. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, eyes up, fly safe.